Okay, so let's take the lessons which we learned from COVID and the mind share that the IT got back from their manager. So let's take pre-COVID times. There was a struggle by the IT heads, including people like me. There was a lot of shadow IT roaming around. A sales head taking up directly the CRM, and HR head taking some payroll applications, right? And so on and so forth. There's a lot of shadow IT which was coming in because more or less the existing IT or the infra was still. Now comes the COVID. And in the COVID, each one of our IT fraternity responded in this manner. That if you calibrate, I would calibrate it as a business continuity or a succession plan. Overnight, we all took up those shadow ITs. We all developed collaboration platforms or adopted collaboration platforms, including one we are using now like Zoom and Teams, and enabled our business functions to, shift the culture, working from office to working from home, and still sustain the productivity, still meet up the end user expectations by inculcating those new technologies. Now, as we look in the post-COVID era, and history has told us that once a large interruption comes, like a storm, we need to be prepared for it in future. And there are likely more storms which will come. Where they will come, what is the threat, we can never predict. But the key learning to the CIO is that, does he have a BCP plan? Yes, last 18 months, we all were charged up. We went after our own teams, we went after our own vendors and got it delivered. Can I sustain it for next 7, 10, 20 years? The answer is it has to be institutionalized. A simple function, if let's say I am not there, then who takes over from me? If he is not there, who takes over from him? That's a simple BCP plan that we need to make. What is the reason? Reason is as things become more and more automated, or what I click on the click of a button, if you are going to transact, then that click symbolizes the authority. And if the authority is not there, then the business will suffer. And hence it is imperative for every CIO to create a succession planning right down to his end detail. Because we do not know. COVID told us it could infect anybody. And we don't know who will survive, who will not survive. Does even the healthcare have the apparatus to fight it back? And hence the new challenges that can come, we don't know which sector, which segment it will come. And therefore, for those interruptions, we need to make our mindset for this particular system. And it aptly fits also. Why? Because as technologies, as applications, as work cultures will change towards a more digital means, there is no sense in keeping those strict hierarchies and differentials in authorities, because the whole spectrum is going to change every 2 or 3 years. So earlier this was happening in compute. Every 24 months, you had the processing power increased. Now it's going to happen in business processes. It's going to happen in softwares. It's going to happen in our processes. And therefore, a 30-year-old people like me experience is equivalent in that same process to a 4-year-old people. So why can't I outsource my functions for that realm as a business continuity to a person who is equally experienced? It will look harsh. It will look hard when you look at it from emotionally. But when you look at the key learnings of COVID, it's something which is inevitable. We will see not only in our IT, we will see that the CIO's functions will get diluted to maybe its next level, SVP ITs or VP ITs. We will see a CEO functions, BCP planning in his sales, in his operations, in his technology functions. So it's going to happen all around. It's not only restricted to IT. And therefore, as IT guys, we need to be prepared.